It's over, guys. My best friend betrayed me. For those who don't know, a few months ago, I met this dude, Mateo. Easily the funniest, chillest person I'd ever met. We clicked instantly. Same music, same humor, same late night talks. I trusted him with everything. And last week, I told him the biggest secret I had. Something I'd never said out loud to anyone. I thought it was safe with him. Turns out, it wasn't. A few days ago, we were at school, sitting on the steps like always. He was scrolling on his phone when suddenly people started whispering around us. Laughing. Staring. And then I heard it. My secret. Word for word. Repeated by someone who should not have known anything. My stomach dropped. I looked at him. Mateo wasn't even looking at me. He just said, "Relax, it's not a big deal." And kept scrolling. I told myself it had to be a mistake. Maybe someone else said it. Maybe it wasn't him. So I decided not to say anything until I had proof. Yesterday, everything fell apart. I walked into class and saw my name on the board. Someone had written the secret as a joke. And underneath, a screenshot. A screenshot from Mateo's chat. Him telling someone everything. My hands were shaking. I confronted him after class. He didn't deny it. He just shrugged and said people were going to find out anyway. Like it was nothing. Like I was nothing. I didn't even know what to say. I just walked away. A few hours later, I got a message from him. "Don't be dramatic." And then he removed me from every group chat we had. Mateo, if you're watching this, I don't want revenge. I just want you to know you broke something that can't be fixed. Never ignore your gut in an Uber. Because the other night, my Uber ride went completely off the rails. From the moment I got in, the driver was already doing too much. Loud music. Windows down. Talking to himself. But I was like, it's fine. I'll survive 15 minutes. Then he misses the first turn. I'm like, hey, I think it was back there. He goes, nah, GPS is wrong. I know the city. Okay. Red flag number 1. Then he misses the second turn. And the third. Now we're driving through streets I've never seen in my life. I'm watching the map like it's a horror movie countdown. I say, we're going the opposite direction. He laughs. Laughs. And says, trust the process. Sir, what process? At this point, I'm texting my friends my live location like I'm in a documentary. Then he randomly pulls over. No warning. Just stops. I'm thinking, this is it. This is where I disappear. Turns out, he just wanted to grab coffee. He looks back at me and goes, you want anything? Why are you offering me coffee while actively kidnapping me? We finally get back on the route, 20 minutes late. My anxiety is doing cardio. We reach my destination and he goes, see? Told you I knew a better way. Better for who? Then he smiles and says, don't forget to rate me 5 stars. And I did. Because this man knows where I live. So yeah, if my Uber driver is watching this, thank you for not murdering me. Please never pick me up again. Oh my god, guys. My crush kissed me. I'm still not okay. No, seriously. Quick recap. Last time we hung out, he walked me home, bumped my shoulder and said, text me when you get inside. That was 3 days ago. We have not stopped talking since. Late night texts, sending each other songs, inside jokes that make no sense to anyone else. Somehow, he slid into my everyday without asking. Then things escalated. He posted a picture of us on his story. Just our shadows. But with a little heart. My phone exploded. My friends were like, be calm. I was not calm. Yesterday at lunch, we were sitting together when 2 kids from another class came over trying to be funny. One of them goes, so, is that your boyfriend? Before I could even speak. He looks at me, smiles, and says, depends. Are you asking for a reason? They froze. Walked away. I was in shock. He just shrugged and said, what? I had your back. Later that day, he texts me, you wanna come over? We can study. We did not study. At all. We were sitting on his bed, sharing headphones, laughing way too much. The room got quiet, just music playing. I dropped my phone. I leaned down to grab it. When I looked back up, he was already looking at me. We didn't say anything. He leaned in and kissed me. Soft. Quick. Then he pulled back, smiled, and kissed me again. Slower this time. And for a second, everything else just disappeared. I don't even remember leaving his house. All I know is I didn't sleep at all last night. When I was in school, I accidentally became a snack dealer. And I mean accidentally. So one day, I forgot my lunch, and my mom gave me extra snacks just in case. Chips, cookies, juice boxes. I didn't even finish half of them. At lunch, my friend asks if I can spare some chips. I say sure. He gives me $1. Easy. Next day, I bring extra snacks on purpose. Same thing happens. Another $1. Then another kid asks. Then another. By the end of the week, my backpack sounded like a vending machine. Every break, kids were lining up like it was a food court. Chips were $2. Candy was 3. Soda? Premium item. Teachers had no idea. I was doing handoffs under desks. Behind lockers, during group work. I felt like a criminal mastermind with crumbs on my hoodie. I was making more money selling snacks than doing actual homework. Then one day, everything almost ended. A teacher stops me in the hallway, looks at my backpack, and says, why is it so heavy? My heart drops. I unzip it just a little, expecting my downfall. She looks inside, laughs, and goes, wow. You're more prepared than the cafeteria. She takes a cookie, pays me $1, and walks away. From that day on, I knew one thing. School didn't teach me business. But snacks did. Guys, I had the most embarrassing moment at the cinema the other day. So, I'm walking into the theater, ready for the movie. I've got my popcorn, drink, and candy, all the essentials, right? But here's where it goes downhill. I'm walking down the aisle, trying to find my seat, and I'm holding my popcorn like it's the most precious thing in the world. And then, boom, I trip. Everything goes flying. The popcorn, the drink, everything. It's raining snacks. I'm standing there in front of the entire row, just frozen. While my popcorn explodes across the floor. And of course, the people in the row are staring at me like I just set off fireworks in the theater. I quickly scramble to pick up the mess, but it's too late. The damage is done. I can't even look at the people who were sitting near me anymore. It was like a snack explosion. So yeah, next time, I'm making sure I know where my seat is before I even think about holding a drink and popcorn at the same time. Total disaster. Guys, I almost lost everything to a scam. Seriously, I'm still recovering from how close I was to falling for it. So, yesterday, I got an email from what seemed like a legit company asking me to review their new product. They sent a link to their website, and of course, I clicked it. Everything looked perfect. The site had a slick design, product details, reviews, even a buy now button. But then, something felt off. The price? Way too good to be true. I went to check the payment section, and that's when I noticed it. The website had a tiny misspelling in the URL. It wasn't their name. It was their name. That one letter difference had me doing a double take. I almost entered my card details, but something made me pause. I googled the company and found a ton of scam reports. Bro, if I hadn't caught that tiny mistake, I would have been out hundreds, maybe even more. So yeah, from now on, I'm double checking every link, every website. Don't let these scammers get you. Always trust your gut. Guys, I walked into an exam knowing I was already cooked. Like, fully roasted. I studied the night before, but only spiritually. So I sit down, get my paper. Read the first question, and my brain goes completely blank. Not even elevator music up there. I look around and spot my friend 2 seats ahead of me. And suddenly, hope is born. Tiny. Dangerous. Illegal hope. The kind that ruins lives. I tell myself, I'm not copying. I'm just observing. The test starts. First question. No idea. Second question. Even worse. I slowly look up, trying to be subtle. Spy movie subtle. And that's when I realize my friend is also panicking. He's sweating. Legs shaking. This man is in survival mode. I try again. Just a little glance. And boom. Eye contact. Direct eye contact. He looks at me like, do not involve me in your downfall. Then the teacher clears her throat. Loud. On purpose. My heart stops. I look back at my paper. Pretending I was just stretching my neck. Then it gets worse. My pencil drops. Loud. Everyone looks. I bend down to grab it, and when I come back up, the teacher is standing right there. She doesn't say anything. She just stares. Then smiles. And walks away. I did the rest of the exam in fear, guessing answers like it was a lottery. So yeah. I didn't copy. I didn't learn anything. Except that stress burns more calories than studying.
Guys, my crush is literally breaking my brain. Remember the new boy? Dark hair, stupidly perfect smile, eyes that could cause earthquakes? Yeah, him. Today the teacher makes a new seating chart, and guess who I end up next to? I almost flatlined. He sits, bumps his knee into mine, and goes, "Hey, Trouble." I forgot how to speak. We start talking, and out of nowhere we both reach for his pen, slam heads together, and he grabs my face like, "You good?" My soul left the chat. Then he asks if I'm doing anything for the talent show. I tell him I'm singing, and he goes, "Good. I want to yell your name from the front row." "Sir, please, I'm fragile." I get home trying to find his Instagram, typing his name like 7 wrong ways. Nothing. I'm about to give up when suddenly, notification. "Leo started following you." Then he DMs me, "Don't chicken out tomorrow." Guys, how am I supposed to sing when he exists? Wish me luck.
Guys, I unlocked a new level of embarrassment at school today. Like, achievement unlocked. So I walk into class late, already stressed. Everyone is quiet. The teacher stops talking. All eyes on me. I try to sit down casually. I miss the chair. I don't fully fall, but I do that weird half-squat struggle. You know the one. Someone snorts. It's over. I finally sit, and my backpack slides off the desk and hits the floor. Loud. The teacher sighs. Deep sigh. The class is losing it. Then, as if the universe wasn't done with me. My stomach growls. Not a normal growl. A dramatic, monster summoning growl. Dead silent. Someone goes, "Bros fighting demons." I try to save it. I whisper. "Sorry, I skipped breakfast." The teacher looks at me and says, clearly. I didn't move for the rest of the class. No blinking. No breathing. If I stay perfectly still, maybe they'll forget. They did not forget. Guys, I almost lost everything to a scam. Seriously, I'm still recovering from how close I was to falling for it. So, yesterday, I got an email from what seemed like a legit company asking me to review their new product. They sent a link to their website, and of course, I clicked it. Everything looked perfect. The site had a slick design, product details, reviews, even a buy now button. But then, something felt off. The price? Way too good to be true. I went to check the payment section, and that's when I noticed it. The website had a tiny misspelling in the URL. It wasn't their name. It was their name. That one letter difference had me doing a double take. I almost entered my card details, but something made me pause. I googled the company and found a ton of scam reports. Bro, if I hadn't caught that tiny mistake, I would have been out hundreds, maybe even more. So yeah, from now on, I'm double checking every link, every website. Don't let these scammers get you. Always trust your gut.